Guys, today I'm going to show you guys how to actually go the opposite way of what we've been doing. We're going to graph the equations now. So before we've been taking the graphs and we've been writing an equation for it. Now this time we're going to take the equation and we are going to draw the graph for it. So our first example we are going to look at is going to be y equals negative x plus 1. Alright. So I'm still going to need those two pieces of information. I still need to know my y-intercept and my slope. And in this example, the slope is a negative 1. Remember, it's that number in front of the x, so it's a negative 1 because there's an invisible 1 there. Now when we graph this, the first thing you always want to do is the y-intercept. Okay? So my y-intercept in this case is 1, so I'm going to put a point at 1. Now, then, the next step is going to be from that point, not 0, but from that point, you are going to do the slope. Oh, wow, this handwriting is terrible. I'm sorry, guys. So from this point, from this 1 right here, I'm going to do my slope, which is a negative 1. So rise over run. So this is a negative 1, and my run would be over a 1. So if you just have a whole number for a slope, you put it over 1. So my slope is negative 1 over 1, so I'm going to go down 1 and then over a positive 1. So this would be my next point. I could also go a positive 1 and then a negative 1, which would give you this point. I recommend that you have 3 points to graph from, so that way you can create a nice straight line, which that one didn't go through the 1 point. I apologize. But now I have my line, and that's it. Let's look at one more example. Let's look at y equals, no, let's not do that one. Hold on, guys. Let's look at y equals negative 1/2 x plus 5. Alright, so remember, the first thing we want to look at is our y-intercept, which is what? Yep, it is 5. So I go up to a positive 5, and I'm going to put a point there on my y-intercept. Then I got to do my slope, which in this case is negative 1/2. So I'm going to go down 1 over 2. So this is going to be my next point right here. Then I can do it again from that same point. I can go down 1 over 2. I'm going to do it one more time just for good measure. Down 1 over 2. And then I draw my line. That was awful. Sorry, guys. But that's all we have to do to graph our lines.